In this video, you're going to discover 7 habits to make this year your best year yet. And make sure to stay until the end because my 6th habit is going to be the most important one that I recommend, so just stick around for that. Habit number 1 is to wake up 2 hours before your distractions. Now, I get it. If you're a night owl, it doesn't mean you have to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. It just means that you get to wake up 2 hours before all the distractions come into your world. For me personally, what I do, because I'm a husband and I'm a father and I have a lot of responsibilities and commitments in my life, is that I wake up at 5 a.m. Now, do I do this every single day? No, I'm not perfect, but I intend to do it, and I do it about 80% of the time, which is really good. Why do I choose 5 a.m. personally? Because right now, at the stage of raising a 2-year-old toddler, my son wakes up at around 7 a.m. There's some mornings, of course, that he wakes up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., but this allows me 2 hours of uninterrupted focus time. Now, what could you do during these 2 hours? You could go to the gym and work out. You could meditate. You could pray. You could journal. You could focus on work projects. For me personally, if you want to kind of get a sneak peek into my world, the first thing that I do when I wake up is I meditate. Why? Because I want to start my day present. I want to be calm. I want to be in the moment. I don't want to be stressed or anxious. And meditation creates that space for me. It's not some hour-long meditation. It's about a 10-minute meditation, but really simple. And then I spend the rest of that 2-hour block focused on the most important work project. This allows me to get my creative work done before my work day starts and before my responsibilities start with leading my family. For you, maybe you're not a parent. Maybe you don't have these other responsibilities. I know when I was in my early 30s, late 20s, I was, doing my bulletproof coffee in the morning and my cold plunge and my yoga class and all this stuff because I just had a lot more spaciousness and freedom, before entering the stage of life. But my invitation for you is that the most important habit that you create is ensuring that you have some time where there's no distractions. If you are a night owl, which I'm not, maybe that time is later in the evening. I know there's some friends of mine that are very successful. From 10 p.m. till midnight, that's the best time for them to think creatively and do great work. For me, I'm a zombie at that time. I am exhausted and I need to be in bed. So 5 a.m. is great for me. So just think about what is that 2-hour window. I would encourage you to consider starting your day 2 hours before those distractions and then really sincerely keep those distractions at bay. What I'm not suggesting is that you wake up and then you go check your email or you go on social media or you turn your phone on and you start scrolling social media. Terrible idea. No, you keep that phone on airplane mode or on do not disturb. You keep it in the drawer outside of your office. You stay away from your email and you do the work that's most important to you. That's my invitation. So that's habit number 1. Habit number 2 is to complete 3 50-minute focus sessions before noon. Now, as your business grows, you're going to have more meetings, more calls, not just with prospective clients, but your team as your team grows. So for me personally, I do not book calls before 10:30 a.m. I have calls anytime after 10:30 a.m., 11 a.m., and I really focus on getting 3 50-minute focus sessions done before that time. So generally, when I wake up at 5 a.m., I'm able to do 2 50-minute focus sessions before my son wakes up at 7 a.m. I get my 10-minute meditation in. And after that, I also have another 50-minute focus session that I am able to do before 11 a.m. or noon hits. This allows me to prioritize the most important projects in my business and not be pulled by other people's agendas and their requests. You will constantly have demands on your time. And so you've got to be the protector of your time. And the 3 50-minute focus sessions allow you to do that. Now, do your focus sessions need to be 50 minutes? No, they don't. For me, 50 minutes is great. I'm able to focus for 50 minutes and get real work done in that block without distracting myself. Now, during those 50 minutes, this is called a Pomodoro technique. I do not sip water. I do not eat food. I do not use the bathroom. I literally, for 50 minutes, focus on the task at hand. Then I take a 10-minute break. That's when I drink something, eat some food, walk outside, use the restroom, whatever it is. and then I sit down for another 15 minutes, or I stand. I like standing as I do in my videos. So that's my invitation for you. You could do 25-minute focus sessions with 5-minute blocks, breaks. Whatever you choose is fine, but just notice the idea of focus sessions and how much more focused you would be and productive you would be in your day. My third habit that has made this year the best year so far is meditation. For me, I mentioned earlier, I start my day with meditation. Now, there was a time when I was doing 30-minute meditations first thing in the morning, 30-minute meditations in the evening. I could create the time to do that right now. I'm choosing not to. I just do a 10-minute in the morning. That's enough for me to start my day with purpose, to create spaciousness between myself and the events that happen in my life, because the events are going to still happen, right? There's still going to be storms, breakthroughs, fires to put out. What I don't want to do is I don't want to unconsciously react to everything. I would rather intentionally respond to things. And meditation gives me the space mentally and emotionally, energetically, to respond with intention. So that's one of my habits. If it's been hard for you to meditate, you can always use guided meditations. There's free apps out there like Insight Timer. You can go on YouTube and find a bunch of guided meditations. If you want to find some of those paid things, I use Headspace in the past. There's Calm. There's tons of different, tools out there to build the muscle of meditation. My fourth habit that I recommend for you is moving your body. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to go do a heavy CrossFit workout or anything like that. It could be Pilates, it could be yoga, it could be weight training, it could be running, it could be walking, whatever it is. Get your body in motion. This body is such a gift. Our health is such a gift. My gosh, I tore my ACL earlier this year or last year, and it was not fun being on crutches, not being able to move my body for a significant chunk of time. So when you move your body consistently, you have more energy, you have better clarity of thought, you are more decisive and productive, you take more massive action in your business, and every area of your life improves, not just your health, right? You're able to be more powerful of a role model to your kids. You're able to be more attractive to your spouse. You're able to have more energy and take more action in your business. So my invitation is move your body. Your business will benefit from it. The fifth one is genuinely connect with your partner. As you get older and you start growing a family, you have less time and you have more distractions and more responsibilities. It's very easy to blink an eye and then, a few days go by and you're not connecting with your spouse. And so if you are married or if you're in a relationship, connect with that person. Really carve out the time and the intention to do that. I personally could do this better. This is one of my goals this year, is to be more present as a husband, not just a father, but as a husband, right? In relationship. Really, really important. When I do that, I am happier at work. I am more effective at work because home and family feel so good. So that's a really important habit for you to establish if you are in partnership. Two more. The sixth one, this is the one that I mentioned earlier, is probably the most important one as it relates to your business. So if this wants to help your business this year, then my sixth habit that I recommend is to create something new every day. Produce something. Right? If you have an online coaching business, which most of my viewers do, then you produce a piece of content. Maybe it's a LinkedIn article or a Facebook post or a YouTube video or an email, whatever it is, or a story, Instagram story. Produce something, right? Watch these videos. I love it that you do that. Please subscribe if you haven't and consume my videos. That's awesome. And I want you to produce. And in fact, I want you to produce even more than you consume. And when you start creating something new every day, you start building your audience. You start generating leads. You start getting coaching clients. And when you don't do that, watching more videos on inspiring things isn't going to bring you the clients. It's actually going out and doing the work and producing your own content. So that's my sixth habit that I want you to do every single day. And I'm going to say for that, you don't have to do that on weekends. You can if you want to, but you could, do that on weekdays. And that's a really effective habit. Let's look at the final habit. Final habit is to review your goals. Right? Really important to review your goals. I've got a whiteboard right here. It has all of my top 5 personal goals, my top 5 business goals. It's got the skills that I want to develop this year, the character traits that I want to live by. So I look at that before I go to bed every single night. Every single night before I wrap up my day and, after family time, I look at my board and I kind of remind myself, what are my goals? Who am I stepping into? What is this identity? What are the character traits that I'm living into? And that constant repetition and awareness just allows me to live into that vision of myself. So those are the 7 habits that I recommend this year will make your best year yet. Number 1, wake up 2 hours before your distractions. Number 2, complete 3 50-minute focus sessions by noon. Number 3, meditate. Number 4, move your body. Number 5, connect with your partner if in relationship. Number 6, create something new. And number 7, review your goals. Go ahead and leave me a comment right now and let me know one habit that you're committed to this year to make this your best year. Leave me a comment right now. And before I wrap up this video, I've noticed that over 75% of you watching this are not subscribed to my channel, which is crazy. So do me a favor right now. And if you've enjoyed this, click subscribe. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a future video. And once you've subscribed, make sure to check out my newly released free online course on how to start a profitable coaching business and enroll your first paying client in the next 30 days. It's completely free. It teaches you how to choose your niche, how to come up with your offer, how to create a high converting sales process, how to get your first client, how to build a lead magnet, all those critical steps that you need to take to build a successful coaching business. So click up here in the corner and go ahead and watch that video right now. My name is Peter Scott, and I'll see you in the next videos. See you soon.